You were here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name's CarmelOP and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. We should be getting close to the end, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see. Oh hey, we're on the top floor where we need to be. Alright, cool. Cool. Yeah, so now we're gonna go kill Sophia wherever she may or may not be. Oh shit, is that a thing, Matt? I didn't even know that was a panel reward type deal. Okay. Come on. There we go. I'm just gonna punch this bitch. Or maybe I just gotta touch her once and she'll die. Oh, let's see if I can bait her to come to the bottom here. Oh, she blew up. Or somebody else blew her up or some shit. I don't know. That was like a weird chain reaction. Yep. Shit, I tried to throw that grenade, but you saw how well that worked out. Twitch most of the time won't let me claim my watch streaks on channels. Really? I wonder why. I mean, Twitch has its problems. I can tell you that right now. No, I need to message that guy on Fiverr. Because, like, it's going to be expensive, I know. The money to spend on, like, channel stuff, but, like, I really want it. I really want to get all this new channel stuff. Because, like, think about, like, what happens, like, if at some point, like, I get a hype train going, and, like, it's all the standard Twitch stuff. I don't think people like that. So, we'll see. Yeah, because like I think that's like I said, I watch like actual like professional streamers, and they have like a lot of stuff going on in their channel. Like I've been watching the Roasted or the Fiery Peanut, whatever the fuck his name is, and like he's just got shit going on all the time, and like that appeals to a lot of people. And then like believe it or not, it doesn't really intrude on gameplay that much. But then again, he's not playing like story-oriented games like I do and such, so there is that. Okay, anything in here? Oh, sweet. Okay, blood potions, cool. Fortitude potion. Think of it as your Xmas gift to yourself? No. I mean, well, as soon as the government opens up, I get a paycheck, so maybe. Oh no, I might end up messaging another guy. Ooh, look at this. This looks so good. Oh no, no. Okay, there's one. I need to feed on them, see if I can get a charge on my fucking blood thing, on the blood spears. Oh, dude, shut up. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. That's not good at all. Really, dude? You're gonna shoot at me while I'm oh no! No, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm not suited for all this. Okay. Oh damn, it shot right over him, huh? I need this bitch to go over here. Or did I not? I don't think I got her with the fucking thing. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. Yumi and J-Dog need to get back on Fort. I probably need to uninstall it. Or no, I probably need to update it. I haven't updated it in forever. J-Dog cleared 1 million in sales last year. I believe it. He's a realtor, ain't he? Okay. Oh, that little encounter was close. Where's this last bitch at? There she is. Dude, this frame rate is ass, bro. It's such ass. Okay, so we came, where do we, oh, we were heading in here. Yeah, we were heading in here. Yeah, it's all spooky and stuff and bloody. Like, if we were humans, this would be scary to see all the blood on the walls and shit, but we're not. We're vampires. We're vampires. Okay. A little blood fountain.
Sophia!
What the fuck?
Fire!
What the fuck?
Love, you arrived in time! Crude, isn't it? But by sickle or sight, Cain cares not. Have you come to change your mind?
Oh, let's see here.
This is about your loss and your obsession. This is nothing to do with Cain.
Cain marked you long ago, Nomad. All those centuries running like a frightened rabbit. The child born to the silver spoon, fleeing their family's disgrace. You bear our mark, and through it, I will make you a true sword in Cain's hand. A true and proud kindred, not a skulker in shadows. The city bleeds. Jezebel sits watching at the window. Soon, she will fall, and you and I will be the hounds to lick those old bones clean.
There is no creature more foul or wretched than a vampire of the Sabbat. I have no love for Lou Grail. I will deal with her. Once I have dealt with you.
Then you are decided. So begins the harvest.
All right, final boss fight. Here we go. Oh, come on. We got these like cool fucking creatures we gotta deal with. That's not cool. I can't even feed off of them either. That's the worst part. Fuck me, dude. Okay, this is going to be a lot harder than all the other fights because this frame rate and these dudes are not fun to fight against, dude. Because I can't hit these dudes and restore health. I can't. So this is going to be a bit of a bitch. Yeah, especially since I can't feed on them. Yeah, I have 0 health right now. Yep.
If you will not be mine, you will be dust.
Yeah, this one's going to be rough. R-U-F-F. Rough. Okay, let's see if there's any powers or anything. Let's actually do this one. I'm going to need that. No, I don't need recall. Maybe Oblivion, maybe. You're kidding me with this fucking sapping my energy bullshit. Oh, hey, I got a gun. I had a gun. God damn it. This shit is not fun. Oh, if I stand in the blood pool, I get my powers back. Okay, that changes a lot of things, actually. Okay, hold on. This changes things. If only it healed me. Oh, feed. There we go. Okay, where'd the bitch go? Kill him. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to pick up any of the weapons that these bitches drop because I might be able to pick them up and use them against Sophia. What the fuck? Why are they glowing red? Oh, are they like buffed or some shit? Oh, they got the thing on them where they blow up. Yep, that's exactly what that was. I know there's tons of guns down here. God damn it. God damn it. This is honestly the most fun this combat has been this entire game. God damn it. Punch her in the ass. Punch her in the taint. Where the fuck did he go? Doesn't matter. Music's good, I can give him that much. Okay, where you at, Sophia? Damn it! Okay, we should be able to finish her off here soon, right? God damn it, bitch. Get over here. Can I really not teleport behind her? No, I can't. There we go, that's it.
Are you satisfied? The gardener is gone. Your moonflowers are gone. And soon, you too will be gone.
I will never leave you. You, dear fire, are mine. Mine! My love!
What the fuck? So here's the question, is there any post-game? That's what we need to know now. Streets in Carnadine complete. The Nomad has changed Seattle. Your actions have had a direct impact on the future of the city.
A night of chaos, of fires of rioting, hallucinations brought on by chemical fumes. You know the spin. Sure, folks died. They called it Red Christmas. Investigation, executive heads rolled at a gasoline processing plant, and that was it. Business as usual for the people of the city, once they cleaned up all the blood on the snow. A body fell out of a penthouse window at the glacier just as dawn was breaking. No idea how that happened. I definitely wasn't there, and nor was the sheriff.
Oh, that was my
See,
child
we
doing
really
that.
Get our tall buildings up to code is all I'm saying. Maybe some sort of safety railing. Katsumi taken some of her fun-time followers out of the city. Think they went off to Tacoma. Left me in a pickle, holding the fort till I could find a better solution. Of course, we needed a new prince, and there was no way on God's earth I was gonna let the Nomad do any more damage to the city.
No.
Now here I am, sat on a chair that'll give me roids, nursing the biggest fucking headache of my own life. See, the Nomad remade our city, and maybe our city needed it. But fucking Cain on a crucifix. I hate it when the old folks visit.
But I wanted to be complete the game, finish the game with Tolly in charge of Seattle. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be in charge. This, oh my god. All right, let's see if there's a post-credit scene. No, it just goes back to the main menu. Press any button. Let's see, what game do we load? So probably that would be our best load, honestly. All these other ones. So it takes you back to the main menu to start a new game. Load a previous save. Okay, whatever. Whatever. What can we do? Okay, so we're gonna quit this. There's no new game plus, unfortunately. There's no new game plus. So what can you do? Oh, come on. I had that ready this time around. Why are you not playing the videos I have set up for you? Oh, let me find it really quick. Let's see here. 0 is a rating. Let's see here. Where the fuck are you? Where are you? Review screen trailers, actually play these. Oh, I did not have it ready. That is on me, actually. Okay, I will take the blame for that completely. Okay, well, let me fix this. Filter, or not filters, properties. Playlist, add directory. Hear that. Review screen trailers, actually play these, select folder. Okay. There we go. All right. I can't rate a game that's focused on combat rating because I need to play it to feel it, the storyboard the fuck out of me. It's the combat is but anyway, we will get into it regardless. I'm surprised Matt's probably mulling it over what he wants to give it, but we'll see. All right, where is my file that I need to find? That's the script. There we go. All right, graphically, gotta give it credit where credit's due. It is a beautiful game. It has stunning imagery. The atmosphere is excellent. Yeah, it just, I mean, it looks great. I mean, you can't say that it looks bad. It looks great. It really does. So that'll satisfy that category. The sound was surprisingly good. I liked a lot of the vampire sounds. I liked a lot of those. Like the powers, you know, like same with Dishonored, you know, you use your powers, sounds good. Yeah, that's really it. Everything sounded the way it was supposed to. That's really it. I mean, there's nothing else. There was nothing grossly offensive about the sound design. Nothing was overly loud. Nothing was overly quiet. You could hear the dialogue pretty well. It didn't compete with any of the background music or sound, so it did well. So sound design will get a 1. Music was fantastic. It was probably the second best part of the game, if not the best, alongside the graphics. Lighting was really well executed. Musically, everything worked. Combat tracks were combat tracks. Tracks that were meant to evoke the emotion of figuring out what's going on. Like, those worked for sure. Especially during the Fabian bits. And just like the kind of, not that, it wasn't jazz in the background. I don't know what you would call that. Just slow music in the background worked out. Funny thing is, when Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines came out, it got 78 from PC Gamer and 8 on average across the board. Ew. That's pretty, I mean, that's great for, you know, Bloodlines 1, for Bloodlines 2. Oh, God. Okay, but music will definitely get a 1. Polish is a fat 0. We didn't have any hard crashes, but goddamn, they released this game in a shitty state. Like, there was no reason at all for them to release the game in this state. Sure, it functioned, but with like constant frame drops, long load times, and everything else, it's like you can't. The polish was terrible. We'll come back to the story in a minute. Gameplay. Let me actually open up the script and read through it, because I need a refresher of what the game is missing. So, it doesn't have lockpicking, it doesn't have hacking, it doesn't have persuasion, it doesn't have a character sheet for you to build your character, it doesn't have mana, it doesn't have a humanity system, it doesn't have the beast inside. Let's see here. It doesn't have the Masquerade. I mean, it does, but it's very shittily executed. It doesn't have an inventory system. You don't have guns. You don't have melee weapons. You don't have passive trinkets. You don't have different levels of armor you can equip. You have very few outfits to work with. There is no shop. The side quests are all fucking terrible. Nobody's gonna want to play the side quests. They're all the same. They are all the same and fucking annoying. Like, there's no point in playing them. Let's see here. The skill tree the powers tree is fucking stupid. Like, the powers suck. They're terrible. Nobody wants to fucking play with them. The outfits were supposed to serve the purpose of helping you persuade people in the streets, which like, you just say, hey, what's up? And they immediately want to fuck you and follow you into the back alley. So, like, there's really no, like, Fable 2 had better persuasion tactics. Or like it had more going on than what I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me make a note of that. Let's see here. Fable 2 had more persuasion mechanics going on. Okay, so there's that little note. Good enough as a challenge project or college project. Yeah. I mean, like, not even like. It's not even a proof of concept. Like, it barely satisfies the conditions of being a game. Like, the combat is clunky too. Oh yeah, let me write that down. Surprised I've not put that into the script. It's probably in the script, but combat is clunky. But yeah, combat's a joke. Powers aren't really that effective, or as effective as I'd like them to be. I don't know. There's so much missing with the game. There's so much. Okay, anyway, gameplay gets a fat 0. Replayability and post-game. There is no post-game. Is there a reason to replay this game? Absolutely not. There's different endings, sure, but that doesn't constitute a replayability factor. What constitutes a replayability factor is if it fundamentally changes the game's story, which this doesn't, or it fundamentally changes how you play the game. With this, because you can pick starting powers and then you branch out from there. So there is no replayability to this game. There's no reason to. Sure, there's like post-game. Well, no, there's no post-game. You have to find all the cameras, all the sword crosses. You have to get all of that before you approach the end of the game. That's all. That's it. Once you finish the game, that's it. You have to do all the extra collectible hunting and side quests before you get into the game. Don't even get me started on customization. I see that shit there and I'm already pissed off. Anyway, replayability in post-game gets a fat 0. Length, oh god, how long did this take? 20.7 hours, so we'll just say 21 hours. So, let me write that in my review script. 21 hours. Okay, that's way too long for this. Like, here's the thing: the story's good, but the gameplay can't keep you interested long enough to keep playing it. It can't. It can't. So 20 hours is the industry standard for these kinds of games. But, like, it's not good gameplay, though. If the gameplay was really fun and engaging, I made one decision in the game that mattered. One that really mattered, and that was to have a child or not. That was it. That was the only thing where there was a risk versus a reward. Sure, you could say me telling the child to kill Lou or not or whatever, and letting the anarchs escape. Like, those are more or less those are more or less choices that affect, not necessarily, I guess, yeah, they just mainly affect the ending. They really don't have any long-standing consequences in the game's universe unless they go for a third title, which that's not going to be good. So I'm not holding my breath on that. I'm really not. I'm just not. But lengthwise, it's too long. It's just simply too long. It's too long. It's too long. It's too long. The environment of Seattle. Possibly too, since Tully became Prince. Yeah. Environment. So Seattle, so like, okay, so when we look at environments, we look at the hub area, which is Seattle. It has like Katsumi's bar is nice, Silky's bar is pretty neat, the Camarilla Tower is neat. Like those mini hub areas that have a little bit of character to them when it's in regards to like a clan or something like that, in regards to like their home area in a sense. Seattle does not feel alive, or actually I would expect it to feel a bit more alive, but I'll give you an example. In Vampire 1, you can't, I tried to do that. I tried to leave that motherfucker in the void, but that didn't work like that for whatever reason. Whatever, doesn't matter. So in Vampire 1, like, you saw that there were no moving cars in the game for whatever reason. They probably couldn't program them. They probably didn't know how to back in the day, or they were short on time, which they were really short on time. So now here we are 20 years later, and all the cars are still static. They're not moving. There's no moving vehicle in the game. Good reason for it, however, is because of the snowstorm. Nobody should be driving. Fine, I can accept that. If that's your reason to not have vehicles roaming around the streets of Seattle, I will buy that for $5. Okay, got it. Good way of environmental storytelling. There's no cars on these roads because there's a blizzard outside. Got it. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to limit vehicles being on the road, you've really got to figure out a different way to get the world feeling alive and getting these environments feeling lived in beyond what you have. Because, like, there are, like, I don't know, it was a boring town. Like, there was a bar on top of the nightclub. Like, why not have people on top of the bar or in the bar on top of Atrium? That shit was empty all the time. Like, there's nothing going on. I get that it's fucking freezing cold and shit, but there's people still out and about. Like, the area that has the most character was the biker bar, because there were just dudes hanging around a burning trash can outside, you know? Like, that's really what that was. Like, that was the area that has the most character. I'm trying to run through it in my head, and that was really it. That was the only area that really had people outside hanging out. Yeah. But as for individual levels, those weren't I mean, they had a number of individual levels, but like they weren't fun. They weren't unique. They were all ruins essentially, which I get it. I don't give half points. No, I don't give half points. It's either does it satisfy it or does it not. It's a 1 and 0. That's all it is. It's a 1 and 0. It's binary. Because Seattle, the environment of Seattle's helped out by the fact that by the graphics. The graphics are doing so much for this game. Like literally, like if there were a dude climbing up a hill, his name would be graphics, and all the other categories would be in his rucksack, going up a 90-degree hill. That's really what's going on here. But like as for individual levels to explore, like it's just ruins, like abandoned buildings and shit like that. And I get it, that's what you did in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1 was. I get that. However, that was 20 years ago. And well, no, you went through we would go through the Kuei Jin headquarters. That was a level. Hold on, let me look at the levels for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1. So your VTMB 1 levels. Just out of curiosity. Let's see here. Maps, I guess. Let's see the maps. Oh no, I might give environments a 0 because there's no sewer system for you to utilize either. That was one of the big carrying points of the game. Let's see here. Let's look. Let's see here. Don't care about, okay, walk through, side quests. Come on. That's not it. That's not what I want. I just need a list of maps. That's all I need. All I need. So hold on, let me think about it from memory. Because I'm not finding what I need. So we have, you got Santa Monica, Hollywood, downtown, and Chinatown. Those are your 4 hub areas. The environment, graphics, sound, and music carry this game. Yeah. So you had those 4 areas. Then you had the beach in Santa Monica. You had the pier in Santa Monica, which the pier was a very small area, so I can't really count that. You had some of those indoor areas. You had like the movie theater kind of behind the cyber cafe. Like there was filming snuff films back there. You had the skin house that the Samisi lived in. You had the sewers. And then you had the sewers you had to fight through to get to the Nosferatu's den or haven. Then you had the Nosferatu haven itself, which is like kind of a half level. You had the Ocean House Hotel, Ocean Gate Hotel, whatever the fuck it's called. The haunted house essentially. You had strip clubs, you had nightclubs, you had Sebastian LaCroix's tower, which isn't really a level, more of a little hub area. But here, like, there's nothing stood out. It was all the same, you know, and a lot of it, like I said in the Human Revolution review, you know, not only do I look at pure number of levels, but I'm also looking at how well those levels differentiate themselves from one another. So, in the same vein of giving like Human Revolution shit about just walking down hallway after hallway after hallway of business area, corporation, office, whatever, you know, the same thing kind of applies to this because you're just going through abandoned buildings and ruins. You know, you're not fighting through anything fun, and that's the problem. Like, they wanted to make this too realistic, right? That's all they wanted to do. They wanted to make this too realistic when they shouldn't have. They should have, like, had some fun with it. If you look at Baldur's Gate 3, they understand they are in a fantasy world. You know, they can have a little bit of fun with that. Now, where this is more or less based in reality, are there limits to that? Sure, there are limits to it. But you can still have fun with it. Like I said earlier, in the regards to the haunted house, when the elevator comes crashing down, I could imagine that somebody being a DM saying, oh, hey, now the elevator's crashing down. Everybody take an agility check or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of fits into that, but these environments are pure ass. Oh, and there's two DLC. There's 2 DLC story packs that I still got to play through whenever they come out. I'll probably do that for Horror Month next year or something. I'd imagine it's going to suck. I'd imagine they're going to be terrible. I bought the fucking premium edition of this game. It's so terrible. So based off the first game, or actually we're talking about the second game now, we have all these environments. Most of them are ruins, and like there's some cool places. Like you go to the botany lab, like that's pretty neat, where we find the fake Sophia dead. That's cool. That's totally cool, but like there's not enough of that. There's not enough of that to justify it. That's really it. There's not enough there to really justify to say that all the environments are good. That's really it. I'd like to say there was more of them like that, but they all felt so similar. Nothing stood out. So that's... Even looking at the gameplay trailers here, oh yeah, the nightclub, sure, but like there's got to be more than that, dude. Yeah, that gets a 0 from me on environment. Story, now the story is probably, I mean, not probably. God damn it, why do these motherfuckers keep popping up out of nowhere? The story is definitely the best part. Well, not the best part, but it's one of the best parts about the game. I mean, that's not saying much because there's only 4 good parts about it. Like I said earlier, I would have much preferred that Fabian's investigation, I feel like it should have been a side quest that can be progressed as you progress the main story. You know, it should have been like some weird Malkavian journal or whatever of gibberish. And then, you know, as you play the game, hit certain milestones in the game, you know, you could have played it and unlocked secrets. That's the way I would have done it. Because that's really the best way to do it, in my opinion. But what can you do? But the story, I'm gonna have to watch through the cutscenes over again. But so really, Fire's main motivation is, why is he woken up? I don't even remember if that's a question he asked, like why he was awoken. But more importantly, it's the mark on his hand that he's concerned about more than anything. Which, fine. That means somebody's in control. That means Sabbat are acting up, and he's rooting them out because he's an elder vampire. He's probably seen what the Sabbat are capable of, and he wants to keep them in their place. That's, you know, that's perfect. That's a perfectly fine motivation. And then you can see all these things play out. I do wish characters like Fletcher, Mrs. Thorne, Patience, him. Well, he had the Bruja kid had a lot more going on. I kind of wish they had more to do with the story, but again, they're just side quest givers, is a majority of what they all are. Which, you know, like, come on, like, that's just poor. So that just tells me, like, hey, like, the Chinese room was more worried about the writing than they were the game, because if they were actually making a game, they would have figured out something to do with all these other characters that are introduced, because they're interesting. They're like, it's a fucking old lady who's a Tremere. You know? Like, let me do like a cool Tremere quest for her. Get an outfit out of it. You know, it's just hollow. The game is just hollow, is what it is. But story-wise, I have to give it a 1 because it is interesting. It is complex. It is kind of fun to experience. The way you experience it isn't the best, but It's not terrible. So I will say that. But can I recommend this to someone? Absolutely the fuck not. I cannot recommend it to somebody who's never played a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines game. I cannot recommend it to somebody who's played the tabletop. And I cannot recommend it to somebody who has played the first Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines digital game. I cannot do it. And that's really it. And that is really it. So that gets a total of a 4 out of 10 from me. So Jank, you sure you don't want to put in your vote? Because once it closes, it closes. Matt gave it a 6. But if you can't because you didn't actually play it, I can understand that 100%. Just wanted to give you a chance to put in your input because this is going on the almighty spreadsheet. Man. I really wasn't expecting a lot coming into the game. I really wasn't. A 5? Okay. Alright, so it goes down to a 5.5. Yeah, it's just not good. 21 hours later. That time is probably about, honestly, 23 to 24 if I did all the bullshit side quests, but I'm not doing that. Because if they were different, if they were interesting, cool, absolutely. But after the third time of delivering a package, third time of just killing a bunch of dudes, and third time of killing a dude quietly, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. The Chinese room do not know how to make a game. They know how to make a walking simulator, and that's it. That's it. You know? Again, if I were developing a game, I would grab that whole studio and put them in the writing department. Right? And then they're not allowed to interact with anything else, just the writing department, and that's it. It's hard to get replayable games these days. Is it though? Is it? Prey is pretty replayable. Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty replayable. Let's see, what other games are replayable? Let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2, not so much, obviously. Let's see, let's look at completed games. But anyway, that's going to be it for Vampire. It's such a piece of shit. I'm going to give it a 6 because it's a functional game, and in the last decade of mid games, it doesn't fall below what the industry keeps putting out, yet it doesn't push the boundaries. I mean, it is functional,